I'm Mark. This is my November review for Gemini Sun sign and Gemini rising. We start the month with your ruler, Mercury, making two aspects. On the first, is an aspect to Jupiter. So this is very good for planning a new adventure or planning something creative for the future. Then on the second, there's a square to Pluto. Now Pluto's in the 8th house, which is the house it rules. So there's a temptation now to delve deep beneath the surface to find things out. And this could be a little bit obsessive, so just be wary that you do keep an open mind. Then on the 4th, we have a new moon. Now this new moon is in your 6th house and it's in Scorpio. But the new moon, the sun and the moon are opposite Uranus. So there's some unexpected things that could come up because of this new moon. Uranus in your 12th house of the unconscious, so if there are unconscious things come up, feelings, let them come through and examine them. Don't be afraid of your feelings. Also, with the new moon in the 6th house, it's about looking at the way you live, looking at your diet, looking at your health and exercise. And there may be some changes that you need to make going forward. And this is quite exciting because you could make some new discoveries. Just make sure that anything that comes up and you're going to try, just make sure that you deal with health professionals to make sure that it's the right thing to do. On the 5th, Venus moves into Capricorn, followed by Mercury moving into Scorpio on the 6th. These two then make a positive aspect between the two moving. Now, Mercury is moving into the realm of Scorpio, which is the ruler of the 8th house. Venus is in that 8th house, so Venus will feel under a little bit of pressure because it's the realm of Pluto and co-ruler Mars. Now, Venus may be a bit wary about meeting or dealing with powerful or controlling people, so that could be an issue. But with the connection with Mercury, communication should flow freely and you might find it easy to talk about taboo subjects. On the 9th, Mars makes a challenging aspect to Saturn. This is a square aspect. It's always difficult to move forward, and if you do move forward, it has to be cautiously and carefully. It can be like banging your head against the wall because things just won't happen. Saturn puts that limitation on the Mars energy. Now Saturn's in your 9th house. It could be that your own beliefs are part of the problem. Square aspects are often internal challenges that need to be overcome, and this could be the case here where you want to do something but you're not sure you believe it's going to work. Mercury joins Mars on the 10th, and so communication will be brought into this. It may be that you need to communicate with others, ask advice from someone who is older and wiser before you proceed. On the 12th, the Sun makes a positive aspect to Neptune. Now this will be a day when you'll feel more compassionate, more in line with the spiritual side of things, and maybe you'll want to bring that into your daily routines and maybe change some things so that it's more in keeping with who you want to be in the future. Then on the 13th is a much different day because Mercury makes an opposition to Uranus, who's in your 12th house. So there may be dreams, there may be messages coming through from the unconscious or the spirit world. Your mind is going to be working overtime, and there'll be ideas flashing around, and it may be hard to sleep because your mind will be so active. On the 14th, Venus makes a square to Chiron. Chiron's in your 11th house. It's a good day when you can reconnect with friends who perhaps you haven't spoken to for a while. Maybe there's a disagreement or a grievance, and you can repair any past hurts on this day. Then on the 15th, Sun makes contact with Jupiter, and this is a day when you'll be full of optimism. You'll want to start and try new things, maybe start a new adventure, maybe read a new book or book a new holiday to somewhere different. There'll be a lot of possibilities on this day. The idea is to embrace these but not to take on too much, because with Jupiter there's a tendency sometimes to overfill your day. On the 16th, there's two aspects that will help you to change and reform, especially if you've had enough of something and you've been putting up with something for a while, it's now time to change it. We have the Sun in sextile to Pluto on the 16th, but then for 4 days we have Mars opposite Uranus. So again, this could be a scenario where you've been putting up with something for so long, you've not been doing anything about it, and there'll be a sudden explosion, and then you'll have to do something about it. Either that, or you've already decided to make changes and you're going to review and reform and you're going to go in a completely new direction. Either way, you need to get things sorted, because in 4 months' time, in March, there'll be a challenge when Mars comes and makes a square to Uranus. This is the final square, so it'll be time to look at where you are, analyse where you are, and see if you've made the right decision at this point. Also on the 16th we have the third and final contact between Saturn and Chiron. This has been going on all year. First contact was in February, again in June, and this is the final one that will finish on the 26th of November. Now, with this aspect, the lesson to be learned is to trust your own authority. And for you Gemini, this is particularly in group situations and with friends, and also with Saturn being in the 9th house. It's about trusting your own beliefs and also forming judgments based on your philosophies. If you can gain a better understanding of what's gone on over the past year, and also to trust that authority figures have to do things that they have to do, and they have to make decisions that aren't always popular, then you'll be going a long way to healing any wounds created by this. 2 trines on the 18th means there's quite a lot of excitement and imagination going in the day. It's a good day to try new things, especially with your work or your daily routines, to maybe break up the monotony a bit. Then on the 19th we have our lunar eclipse. This lunar eclipse is in Taurus, but it happens in your 12th house. So this eclipse belongs to the Saras 5 South series, which is renowned for bringing joyful occasions, happiness and events that will you'll be pleased to encounter. Now, being in the 12th house, it could also be some form of enlightenment. This could be spiritual, this could be a eureka moment, and it's something that will maybe change the course of your life. So just be aware of this and take things slowly. Whatever happens, take it in your stride, think about it before you act on it. You'll be feeling very optimistic and buoyant the day after the eclipse, because your ruler makes contact with Jupiter. It's a good time to plan a new adventure or a holiday going forward in the future. Also on the 20th we have contact between Venus and Mars. Now this is going to last 12 days. So this is a time when love can certainly be in the air and you can meet new people, but also lust, because Venus is in the 8th house of sex. So relationships might be purely physical at this time. There's also a good chance that you could meet new friends and make contacts that will be long lasting. These people can maybe be beneficial to you in some way. With the Mars energy being in the 6th house, it's a good time as well to change your routines, bring some Venus into your daily life, maybe brighten up your office or wherever it is you spend most of your day, and make it more pleasant and a nicer place to be. On the 22nd, the Sun moves into Sagittarius and your 7th house. This is the house of relationships and all other people involved in your life. Now, when the Sun moves, we have 5 days then of contact with the South Node, because we have the Sun followed by Mercury making contact, and then we have the Sun and Mercury coming together. So this is all happening around the South Node. Now the South Node will also activate the North Node, because they will all be opposite the North Node. So this is probably your final chance, because the North Node is in your sign of Gemini. This is your final chance to change direction. It's a final chance to make good if you haven't already done so during the last year. Things that can happen, well, synchronistic events can happen, and you may get signs, messages coming through that are pointing you in the right direction. And certainly if you're feeling restless or uneasy or bored with your current situation, then it's definitely to strike out towards the North Node and to use your talents and experience from the past, that's the South Node, to further your evolvement over the next few years going for that North Node. And the North Node is unfamiliar territory, is often quite fearful, but it's the only way to go to evolve and to grow. To finish the month, we have two very positive aspect patterns. They're both minor grand trines. Now the first one on the 29th is featured in water, where Mars and Neptune trine, and they're both sextiled by Venus, who brings artistic side to this. Now these are in your 6th and 10th house. This involves your daily work and routines, and also your career path and destiny path. So these are very much featured on the 29th, and this is a time when Venus can bring her creativity and desire to you actually putting things into action. These minor grand trines are very good for getting things going, getting energy and pushing forward with it. Now on the 30th we have a second minor grand trine, and this features the Sun and Mercury, who are conjunct, and they're making an aspect to Chiron, who's in the 11th house. So you've got the 7th and 11th house. This is all about other people. It's about connecting with other people, connecting with the mass consciousness of others, so that healing can begin, and help others to heal as well. Friends, it could belong to groups. There's a fantastic opportunity to come together with people and to put things right. And the stabilisation of Saturn is sextile on both of these, so this is very good for bringing structure to these events. But again, this is in fire, so it's again good for getting things started, getting things moving. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the review. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. If you'd like to leave me a comment, I'll be glad to hear from you.